playing my guitar,
Yeah.
walking through Columbus.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go get some interviews going on in this dumpus with Corbin.
What's your name?
My name's Oki.
Oki. Are you from Columbus?
No, I'm not.
Okay, what brought you to Columbus?
Currently straight then, met a guy, moved down here for him, garbage experience, ended up gay.
Okay, I hear you. Now, this TikTok brand ambassador thing
Yeah.
you got going on. Can you tell us about that and how you came across that?
Funny story, my pet was missing and I saw an ad to do this on a lost pet site, so I clicked apply and I just ended up getting the job. It was really easy to do.
What's the day-to-day like?
Wake up, get ready as one normally does, take the bus downtown or wherever it tells me to go, and I pick up my pack from my boss, have my t-shirt already on, and I'm zooming for the next 3 hours because it's a 3-hour shift.
What was the process like?
Just filling out the application, and then like less than a day later, I got a phone call interview and I got it on the spot. It was really simple.
Okay. How long have you been doing it for?
2 weeks now.
And what do you think of it so far?
I really like it. I like that I get to set my own schedule, basically. The wage is really fair and competitive, and they actually pay us really well. I like that I get to explore and talk to new people just like yourself every day.
Cool.
If you could talk to somebody like on the opposite side of the world or anybody, and you could get one message out there, what would you want that message to be?
Let people be happy. Let people be who they are. You shouldn't have to put down another person just for you to feel like that you're in your own righteous moment.
True.
You should let people exist and be happy. If they're not harming you, then why are you trying to harm them? There's no point. Just smile, wave if it's not your cup of tea. Let them exist as they are.
True.
Seems like a message the world can use more of.
Spread more love. Give where you can. But don't overexpend yourself, obviously. Even if you're having a small day, just think that you're existing and end it with a smile at least.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What's your name again?
Oki.
So, we're here with Renetta. Renetta,
Yes.
you said that you haven't been in Columbus for that long. What led you to come into Columbus and starting this new job?
To get to know people.
Okay.
I work from home, my day job, just to get out. Moved here during COVID, so this helped me get out once COVID, kind of eased up a little bit and we could start mingling again. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy, being able to talk to people.
And where are you coming from?
Cincinnati,
Oh, you're from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Westchester.
What would you say is the some differences you noticed between Cincinnati and Columbus?
Actually, a little more friendlier here.
Why do you think that might be?
A lot of people grew up here and have stayed here.
You feel like Cincinnati has a lot of people that are just coming into the city?
Yeah.
New people?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of tourists.
Yeah. A whole lot of tourists.
Anything you want to share about yourself?
I wish people would just kind of enjoy being around each other and not feel like everyone owes them something.
Right.
I wish we would help each other more. See somebody fall, help them up. Don't walk around them. We just have this, oh, well, that's your problem.
Where do you think that stems from?
People just grow up not caring anymore. That stems from family. Don't help her. She's not ours.
Have you noticed a shift throughout your life?
Oh, yeah. I grew up where the people across the street could, if you were doing something wrong, people across the street could tell you, stop doing that. You know better. Now, don't talk to my child. That's my child. Well, if your child is doing wrong, nobody can say that they're doing wrong. You see something happening, nobody wants to get involved anymore because you're ready to fight them. Nobody wants to help anymore. Just fear of, getting in trouble for trying to help. And it's turning us, it's just making things worse.
Do you have any ideas for any potential solutions?
We've got to learn to care. We've got to learn to care, that it's okay to have somebody help you. Not everybody's trying to harm you by showing you to be a better person.
Can you tell us about your family?
We're a huge family. We don't always like each other, but we always come together when we need each other. You don't have to always like each other, but you always love each other.
What keeps you going?
Showing my daughter and my niece that there's a better way.
Columbus.
You know, in
So
spite of the bad things that's going on, you still got to do the right thing. You know, you can't hide.
Thanks, Renetta.
You're
Thank
very,
you so
very
much.
welcome. Very, very welcome. It's nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Who do we have here with us today?
My name is Mark Boughton. People know me as Teddy Bear. The founders of this place actually lived in Chicago for 23 years. When they moved back to Columbus, they couldn't find an authentic version of the Chicago-style dog or the Italian beef, so they decided they wanted to open up a restaurant, but they didn't want it to look like everything else. They wanted it to be a little chic. This opened up here in August of 21, so we're celebrating our 4-year anniversary this month.
How long have you been running it for?
So I started off as the general manager in March of 22, and then through a series of events, ended up buying the place in July of 23. So I've been running it under my ownership since July of 23 for 2 years now.
And what inspires all the flags? Is it like primarily like LGBT owned?
The founders are a gay couple as
Yeah.
well, and I am also gay. So it's
Got
a
it.
gay-owned, independent, local restaurant. We want to be a safe space for everybody,
Yeah.
not just gay people, everybody. But we are we just make that known because there's a lot of places that aren't so friendly to the LGBTQ public right now. So.
True. What is a message that you'd like to share with the world? Like if you ever got your voice out there?
So one of the flags, if you saw, is love one another. That is the key for me, is just making sure just love. Speak out of love, think out of love, listen out of love. Because right now the world is so full of hate, dividing images, dividing talk, dividing rhetoric. The message I want to get across is to love. There can also be an action of learning and listening as well from anyone who's different than you. Whether it be on the conservative side or the liberal side,
Right.
either way, you can learn from each other and realize that we have a lot more in common
Celebrate
than we
your
have
differences
differences.
and-
Yes.
Do you feel like there's more divide now than there has been in the past, or how do you feel about the kind of just like the course of things throughout your lifetime?
So yeah, I definitely feel there is more of a divide currently. The way things are being portrayed on the larger scale in the media and through our politicians, I think that divide is greater because of what's being said. But I think, like I said, going back, if you really get down to it, even people who are different from each other have more in common than what they have different. So I think if people come to that realization, it'll show that we aren't as divided as we really think we
Preach.
are right now. So yeah.
I love that
All right.
message.
Thank you so
All
much
right.
for your perspective.
Keep up your guys' work.
Thank you.
Love it. All
Thanks for
right.
doing this interview.
Yeah, thank you.
We're here at Studios on High Street, and we're here with, what's your name?
Marty Husted.
Wanting to know what brought you to Columbus, or if you lived here?
I've lived here my whole life. This gallery has been here for 30 some years, and I've been a part of it for 15. We're a artist-owned gallery, so we've got a bunch of really great, cool artists here.
Cool.
Lovely community.
If there's one message that you wanted to share with the world, what would it be?
Oh my goodness.
Just if
You
were to
mean
connect-
right now in the way things are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just
one
be kind.
Is there anything that really inspires you to do your art?
Well, I'm inspired by nature. I'm inspired by light, by color. I do my art to bring joy to me and to other people. I think we need that
Yes.
right now. So,
Yeah, more than anything.
You know, I do use really bright colors. It's therapy for me and for other people.
I understand that.
Yeah.
We do music.
Oh,
so
great.
that's kind of our outlet. Yesterday we were going around with a guitar and just
Nice.
playing
Nice.
happy tune while people were talking about happy stuff, and sad tune while people were talking about sad stuff.
And what was interesting is that that same sentiment was repeated by like most of the people that we interviewed. It was just sharing love and showing kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
There's a lot of
important
negativity in the world right now.
There really is. So whatever you can do to lift it up.
How long have you been doing art?
I've always been an artist.
Yeah.
That's just what I do.
Was there like a moment when it first clicked for you?
Well, I used to do children's books, and I loved that for a while. And then I started painting, and I just got into it very seriously, so that it's what I do every day. You know,
Yeah.
because it feeds my soul. Follow me on Instagram. It's Marty Husted Painting.
Okay, we're here with Carol. And what are you making over here, Carol?
I am making jewelry. I'm making actually fused silver jewelry. This is a finished piece that's fused, a ring. So I take the pieces and then I use the torch and fuse them together.
How did you get into art originally?
My mother was an artist.
Okay.
So, and I've always loved it. And when I was 11, she took me to our cultural arts center and I took a jewelry class with her.
If there was one thing you could say to the people that you think that people might need to hear right now, what would it be?
Well, I have a strong faith, and so I would say get to know Jesus.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm just going through life, learning the valuable lessons. Hopefully, to be able to be more of a positive influence in the world we live in today, because there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on right now. A lot of people are not really accepting the fact that we live in a transparent world where if you don't believe in something, you'll go for anything. But at the same time, it's like, what do you really believe in? We live in a world and you live in a spirit. Everybody has a soul, everybody has a spirit, right? 3 weeks ago, I walked away from a 3-year marriage, family. They decided that I wasn't important enough. My grandmother's house, she left to me. They decided that I shouldn't have it. They written me off. They kept me in a low place in my life, a spiritual low place where I didn't understand any of this growing up. I just broke free of that. And that feeling of being free for something that you entities unknown is an awakening of greatness. I'm telling you, it is. You know, to where I can start all over again without attachments, without these unseen entities that want to keep me low in my life. When my spirit was shining high, they couldn't stop it anyway. I'm 50 years old, just so you know. And the things I have experienced and understand about the world and the transitions between the early 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, there's a big gap of stuff that nobody really understands, appreciates, and knows anymore. You know why? Because when the old people go, what they have, the knowledge and wisdom they have, goes with them. It goes with them. Nobody has patience to sit down and do this. Nobody has patience to sit down and talk to old people and listen to what they have to say. You know, there's a reason Hitler burned books. He burned books to erase history, right? Divide and conquer. You keep the world divided and fight it over stupid stuff and talking about Trump this and all that weird stuff, you'll miss the point of what's really going on in the world. Same reason there's not many fruit trees around, right? When I was growing up, you had cherry trees, orange trees, pear trees. You don't see it no more. I'm not saying evolution is not going to, stop, the world's not stop evolving, but if you don't pay attention to the basic things, you become transparent like the rest of the world and just go with the flow of anything. I mean, you can be a part of a witch hunt and not even know it because of what somebody else said, if you're not truly aware of yourself and your surroundings. And there's a God. Doesn't matter if it's Buddha, whatever, anybody. People understand universal law. It says there's one creator. Politics of man said, oh, there's this, there's that, there's this, but that's the divide and conquer theory. I just want you to know, guys, be blessed. Be blessed every day that y'all get to wake up and have the balls to do what y'all doing right now. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't care.
Can I ask another question? What is God to you, or who is
God? God is a one-on-one relationship with that voice in your head, that one that you're conscious, the one that's always telling you right from wrong and all that. That ties into the Creator. It's a connection. It's not the Catholic Church. It's not this church or this sect or that sect. It's not. That's man's politics. That's man playing God. The Crusades back in the day, when the Catholic used to do the Crusades in different countries, they used to go make people join the Catholic belief. If they didn't, they would be considered, they call it Crusades. They consider them to be savages and unworthy. Also, when the kings and queens that in high power, when they go pray to the clergy, actually they're telling their secrets to a man that's going to hold it over their head so they can use them as a source of influence, power, manipulation, scandal. This is how the world operates.
Do you see a shift happening in where people are starting to become more aware of the divide? Do you feel like it's getting worse? Where do you feel like we're at?
So I'm going to say it's going to get better, but to what extent? The world's perspective or the spiritual connection in yourself? Mm-hmm. You got the blind leading the blind. And You know, the same thing that make you laugh can make you cry. Universal law. Think about it. We got the answers. We got the answers. It's just like, are you willing to make a sacrifice or humble yourself enough to really balance your cheat? You know what I'm saying? Crazy thing. I did 17 and a half years in prison. 1994 to 2010. That was the time frame when my family decided that, oh, he's not worthy. He's gonna be like his uncles and all that. No, I was the generational curse breaker. I was the firstborn, and they didn't understand it because they worked in a low place. As for myself, I educated myself with my time. You know what I mean? Anyway, from Mark Twain to Anne Rice to Anne Ryan's Atlas Shrugs. I'm self-educated, being motivated by a reward is different. It's very different to being self-educated. So if you walk through this life, man, have a desire to learn. Pay attention to your environment. Sometimes it's okay to say less and just listen. These are some rule of thumbs. And I'm just saying, you guys, I appreciate you. And Keys, please don't stop. Whatever's fueling you guys to do this, do it. It makes a freaking difference, and I know I'm right because I've been there and I've done everything. I'm going to live my second life, my best life at 50.